questions for Devin Danielson.
Devin, how did you feel you guys did? You know, it's a group that you obviously did better than, but the things that you guys, keyed in on, how did you guys focus on that?
I think. Wait, can you ask that question again?
I'm sorry. No. Like, you guys obviously did very well in stopping Wofford,
Yes.
but you guys obviously have keys that you read. How did you see all your guys focusing in on those keys?
I saw a huge development, especially from the younger kids, and just focusing throughout the game. And I was really happy with how the entire D-line played.
Just looking at that rotation, I mean, for you to get the start, and obviously it's 4 starters, but for you to get the start in that group, does that mean anything to you?
Yes. It's a competition every week. Who has the best week, who's going to start. So, it's fun, and I think it keeps all 4 of us honest.
How far has DeAndre come over these last couple of years?
Tons, like miles. He's worked so hard, and you're just seeing it now on the field for the first time.
You guys all talked about, we heard a lot of talk about him throughout training camp. How fun was it to see him, like, first 2 plays of the game, basically?
I was so excited for him, I wish it was me, but I'm glad it was him.
Devin, looking at Cincinnati, they have a mobile quarterback. Pat said the
Yes.
other day he reminded a lot of Malik Cunningham and what you saw at Louisville last year. What do you see from the tape so far? How do you plan on containing a guy that mobile?
I agree. He is very similar in how he runs, and, we just got to make sure to keep our pass rushing lanes and keep him inside the pocket.
How do you go about creating that type of look in practice? I mean, for like your quarterbacks on the roster, none of them are really like scramblers. How do you find that look?
They're out there trying their best, and I think they're giving us a great look.
Go ahead.
Is it difficult when you see opportunities to stay in that rush lane? How tough is it to stay disciplined and make sure you stay where you need to be?
It can be tough at times. You get tempted to take an inside move, but then you risk losing contain. It's all about calculating your risk versus the reward of it, and just being able to fix it if you don't make the move.
One thing that we've heard Pat talking prior years, like, is kill, not capture, is the phrase that he would use as far as, like, because he still wants you to be aggressive.
Yes.
How do you guys, like, focus in on that in practice where, you guys can't necessarily go full speed against your own teammates,
Yes.
the week of, but how do you focus on doing that?
Just make sure we get to the quarterback. All camp, we had a halo around the quarterback. We got to make sure we actually get to the quarterback and tag him off, and just making sure he can't escape anywhere.
The pass rush up the middle, which I guess you do most of the time, is the most important because the quarterback can't step up. Is that the way you look at it?
Yeah, I agree, but it's also, we can't lose contain. I think it's equally as important on the outside as well.
How was the communication with the new middle linebacker? I know he played in some ball,
Yes.
but I mean, it's the first time in kind of a long time you guys got somebody new back there.
He's been doing fantastic. Everything's on point.
It seemed like you guys kept them pretty clean. How do you practice doing that as far as focusing not just your pass rush lanes, but also like in the run game? You want to win your gaps, but you also want to make sure your linebackers, there aren't as many linemen getting to them so they can make plays as well.
We just, it's all fundamentals technique, just comes down to the basics of our positions.
Devin, what are the challenges of going from FCS to a Power 5 in a week-to-week span where you never underestimate any of your competition, but there's a notable jump in talent. How do you kind of prepare for that jump?
See, I treat every game the same, so I prepared the same I did last week as I will this week.
Is that one of the positives you take from first week, that you guys played at your level, you didn't play down?
Yes, definitely.
As a local kid, do you have any memories of watching Pitt and Cincinnati play growing up?
I did not. I didn't watch much of Pitt growing up, but I'm excited to play the game.
There were a lot of college football games on, not just on Saturday, but on Sunday and Monday, ACC games. Did you get a chance to catch any games?
I did not. I had to spend a little time with my wife and son.
Good for you.
Probably a better route to go.
Yes.
Devin, have you guys given Coach Manilek grief at all about being a Cincinnati guy?
Not yet, but now that you say that, I might have to.
Thank you, Devin.
Thanks, Devin.